Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you are having a great Sunday morning. The clocks have just changed. We've all just lost an hour of our lives. But, you know, if you've got a relaxing Sunday morning, that's okay, right? So, let's just chill out, play some video games. Coffee this morning is gingerbread again. I'm having a real strong vibe for gingerbread at the moment. So where we left last session, we just finished that shed. We came to this shed. We thought we could maybe get that laser last session. That laser over there. Didn't happen. There's a wire coming over to this shed. It looks like we've got to solve this one to get there. Now these spiky circles mean business. Now the spiky circles, I reckon, judging by the other spiky circle area, you need to split them into groups of 2. But I'm not really sure how you do that on a thing like this. Like, yeah, like what are we drawing here? You know? Like that's not gonna work. It's all kinds of wrong. To this one, I think I'm actually going to need to give some thought to, because it's a mixture of spiky circles and the fact that the territories have to be correct. Like, I don't think that's going to work. Like, if these were squares, I'd be happy with that. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Might have to come back to here once we're happier with spiky circles. In the meantime, let's get the boat back and maybe go and find another area. It's a boat. Yeah, I'll pick that up once we're actually on our way. So, where do we want to go today then? So turbines, we've done a little bit of turbines. Do you know what, we could go to the desert for the triangles, the hexagonal triangles. So we've got Tetris blocks. Yeah, do you know, I'm not 100% sure. Let's try. And what's this alternate path business here? There's nowhere to stop around here. Do you know what? I've just realised my my Spotify widget not connected. Let's connect that up. That should be working now. Great. Yeah, what's this alternate path malarkey over here? Okay, let's take a chill. Let's take a chill ride around the island. Probably going to be a slightly shorter stream today as well. I am heading over to my mother's place to go and deliver her birthday cake. Lockdown birthdays are always really sucky. Well, I say they're always really sucky. I mean, like, I've only had one of them so far. So it's a path that takes you out past this wreckage. Like... You know, in a puzzle game, nothing is left to chance, right? It's all a puzzle, isn't it? Now I think where I told it to go, we might have been there before. I'm not sure. I want to check out all the ports, just make sure none of the other ports I also couldn't get to. We might well go back to Spikey Circles this morning. So I've been here. Oh, that was a giant feather for a minute there. Something interesting at the bottom of that. Okie dokie. Yeah, okay. Wait, hang on. Can you draw on real life stuff? What? I don't know. We've not been to this beach before, so let's go check it out. Yeah, go on, let's go this way first. Oh, wow, yeah, okay, paths. We've got some wires. Okay, let's go up the obvious way first. And try not to get distracted by more paths. Yeah, there's a puzzle right over here which is going to let us into that building. Let's get into that building. Come on. Like this. Weird, right? Weird. So we've got different colours now. Oh wait, oh, hang on. Yeah, they're in separate things anyway. Okay. Okay. So far so good. This one's a bit more interesting. Okay. Hey, Nimaway. How are you doing today? Did you see my message? Turns out we have been betrayed by the gods of time zone changes, and it's actually 10 past 8 already. Ugh. That's wrong. Why is daylight savings a thing? Like, why can't we just stay on GMT forever? I do not understand it. What year is it? I don't know. I don't even know. This is a bit of an odd one. This is a bit of an odd one. So, what have we got here? Like, how do we separate these? Like, Unless white doesn't matter. It looks like this description is Civ 6. No, it should not be. It should not be. Did I forget to hit update information? Sent me screenshot. On my Twitch it's looking okay now. Boo! Yeah, it should not be showing that. Well, hopefully the go live notification was sensible, because otherwise, because no one comes to watch Civ 6. It's correct now. Okay, I guess forgot to hit update information, which probably means my go live update told everyone I was playing Civ 6 this morning, which is a bit lame. Cool. So we are all sorted now. Yeah, okay, so this is an interesting one. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. So we want to have, so these two need to be separated from each other, and these need to be separated from each other. So we are going to be having definite line there, definite line there. Feels like it would be sensible for that to then be the end, right? Other options, however, would include it coming round like that, but that would mean doing this sort of thing, and then these are linked, so I'm not 100% convinced by that. Like, doing that sort of thing would seem to make sense if you could come around like this, in which case you are going to need to do something about these two being linked. Alternatively, it could be something like that. If you can then do something like this. Yeah, that works. Alright, well now we've got 4 colours to look at. How are we going to do this one? Because, yeah, like, can't do it like that, really. Nervous laughter. But then you can't. Oh wait, yeah. You don't have to loop around that one. You can just let that one have as much territory as it wants. Okay. So then this one can be like that. Cool. This one, little bit trickier. It's gotta go through here. Yeah, so that's not going to like. This one's got to be more like. This one I think probably has to be more like this. where we're going like that. This time then, it's close, but that's not quite going to work. Like, that strikes me as too obvious, the answer. So maybe more like this. Okay, let's have a look over here. So, definitely need a divider here, and here, and here. Got to exit here, we have to start here. So, with these lines, there's no real point doing something like that. Well, actually, or is there? Well, you have to separate these two, right? And if you're coming in from this side, that does mean you're either going to have to go that way, right, or it means you have to go that way. Now you could do something funky, right, if there is a reason to. So you could do something all the way around here like that. Okay, you're then going to have problems separating these guys. So it feels like that's less likely. Because to separate these guys, you're going to need something like that. Or maybe something like that. I wonder if these can connect via these paths here. So if we could go around like this, yeah, and then go around like that, this works, yes? Yes, it does. Great. More stuff, another door to open. That thing looks weird, doesn't it? It looks like this is... yeah, very strange, very strange. Anyway, this is interesting. Very interesting. Like, how could you separate those? That's different. Yeah, do you see what I mean? Like, according to our current rules, right, these need separating, but then these need separating. That means you've got a node which has 3 exits. Like, how's that possible? Not with the current rules that we have. Just had some bad news on the old WhatsApp there. Friend having a rough time, a really rough time with it. I'm really not sure what I'm being asked for in this puzzle. It can't be to separate all of the colours, so it feels like there's a colour that's ignorable. Like, we haven't had green up until this point. Maybe green is ignorable, because it's like the leaves, all of the colours have leaves. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if green's ignorable, then we've got, well, potentially that, but actually black is a bit of a problem in that, isn't it? You might have to do something. I don't know. Doesn't quite feel right, because then you're ignoring black as well. And it feels like there would be a few different solutions to that. Like, it feels like ignoring green must be along the right lines, right? I mean, that's very heuristic. That's very much kind of along the lines of, because they're plants, like these are the colours of the flowers, and the colours of the leaves you ignore. Okay, so if I was genuinely going to have a go at this, it would be a split there, a split there. We need to split all of that. We need to split that. We need to split that. Now again, we're going to end up with a node that has to have 3 exits. So that can't happen. Like, we're not doing anything special here. Like, we've already established you can't just ignore black, because if you could ignore black, you could do that. And different shades of blue don't count as the same either. So what's the clue? What's the clue? Like, I mean, there's no black flowers, sure. clue. Oh, hang on. It's a bloody colourblind puzzle, isn't it? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Alright. I was literally just thinking, do you know what? This game would be a real pain in the arse if you were colourblind. It really would. There we go. How would you do that though? Like even that is... Oh no. No, that's straightforward. Do. Go on then. I presume you can't see yellow at all. No, you can see yellow. Yellow does look... Right, okay. Well, I knew we were waiting for the clue. There we go. Where's the clue at? Where's the clue at? Okay. We want something there, we want something there, we want something there, and then there's the exit. So we could do some things like deep. It's going to be a little bit hard to then separate those, so let's go back one. Maybe something like that is going to end up being handy. Then how do you get out of here? You could do... No. Yeah, it would be nice to separate that, then go here, up. Oh yeah, no, you need to get into there though. I mean, that's the alternative, but then where are you going to go to get these separated? So that doesn't seem correct. Seems like you're going to want something like that. Right. And if you're doing something like that, it seems like you're going to want to start there. You know what, does that work? It's a little bit of an unusual answer. No, that doesn't work. Like, that seems neat. That seems neat, doesn't it? Doing like this, then to separate these it's going to need to go like that, like this. So no, that's not going to work. I mean, that's, I guess, a way of getting there. But then, what are you doing around here? I mean, yeah, what are you doing around here? You gotta come out of here. Maybe you want to be as tight to that as possible so that you can use these bits more flexibly. Because you might want to do something like here. Like this. This is a real... It feels like I'm making this a lot harder than it should be. Like, to separate these two, okay, you're either going to do something there or you're going to do something there. Okay. If you have something there, okay, and to separate these two, you're either going to need one here or you're going to need one here. Like, you can't then separate those if you do that. It would need to be like that. So if you're doing that, I think that needs to go like that. Then how are you separating these? It's just not right. This puzzle just ain't right. Like, that's an option, I suppose, but then how are you going to separate those? I feel like I'm missing the obvious answer on this one, right? Because it's like there aren't that many different ways it could be. There really aren't. Like, I feel like once I see it, I'm just going to be like a bit more frustrated rather than anything else. Like, it's either got to be one there or there. Tremoir, welcome to the chat. Yeah, so this I came up with after, I think, like the third stream, because the second stream was literally me with a bunch of post-it notes trying to hold it up to camera and make sense out of any of it. So this, I think, makes it a little bit more of an enjoyable experience to watch me think through it, whereas before it was really just me on a camera being like, I'm stuck. So yeah. Unfortunately, you've joined just as I'm trying to solve what is probably actually quite a straightforward puzzle, but I'm really making a bloody dog's dinner of it. But anyway, here we go. Like this is kind of the crux of the game. That 95% of your time you spend stuck, 5% of the time of the game you spend feeling really smart and feeling good about yourself. And you know, as puzzle solvers, we live for that bloody 5% of the time, I suppose. So you love the game but hate the area. Do you know what? It's not my favourite. I'm going to put that out there. It's not my favourite. This puzzle certainly isn't, anyway. So far, what's my least favourite area so far? Probably... do you know what? Spiky circles was not fun. Certainly not, because there was a lot of... not really sure what this rule is. And the final puzzle, even though I think I've now figured out the rule, the final puzzle I'm still having trouble with in that area. Yeah, aside from that, I think I'm alright. Like the Tetris block, I like the Tetris blocks. Suns in the treehouse, yeah, fair. So I'm kind of going into this sort of spoiler free. But so my knowledge of what any of these puzzles are called is just from people who've turned up in the chat. So I know that the random puzzles you get on the floor are called Dorito puzzles. But yeah, aside from that, I'm not really down with the lingo, unfortunately. Suns in the treehouse. Dorito puzzles, absolutely. Oh, pizza puzzles. Hang on, is that a Dorito or is that a pizza in the chat? No, it looks like a Dorito to me. So, okay, so to separate black and yellow, you're going to need one here or one here. And to separate green and yellow, you're going to need one here or one here. Dorito. I wish there was a turbine on here so that I could just ignore one square. That'd be nice. That'd be pretty good. Like, I wish this black square weren't here. Then I'd be happy. Ah, Tremoir is good at the subtle hints. Okay, well, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I haven't needed any hints yet. So I did get one. What's the word? Unsolicited piece of advice from the chat at one point, which did, in fairness, like open up an area that I didn't think I could access yet, because it was one of these transportation puzzles where you solve it one way and it takes you one way, and you solve it the other way and it takes you the other way. And I solved it the way it was already at first, and I was like, okay, well that's powered it on, but like what's it powered? And then I wandered off for like an hour. So yeah, so I did get one piece of Tetris bridge. That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah, because I solved it the way it was already solved, and then I was like, well, what did that power up? And then I went off looking for it, and so someone in the chat did point out to me that it's like, no, like you know, there's more to that puzzle than you maybe realised. So it's like, fair enough. And it wasn't the only time I'd ever come across a puzzle that didn't have a unique solution. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, it's very difficult, because getting hints in a puzzle game is kind of like the thin edge of the wedge, isn't it? It's like, where do you stop with how many hints are acceptable? You know, before you're actually just looking at a walkthrough. But for something like that, it's kind of like, it's one of those, if you miss the mechanic of that bridge, you may literally never come back to it. Because I wandered off assuming okay, well, I've powered up one half of this thing, the other half must power up from the other side, and I can see that there's like a hill and a path and whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, if I go round, I'll probably loop back round to it at some point. And, oh, you have a safe word. Ooh, oh, okay. Oh, I'm not sure what my safe word should be. I think, well, Rick and Morty went with sea cucumber, didn't they? So let's go with that one. Blueberry pancakes. Nice, nice. Of course, half the fun of doing a game like this on stream is just so that you can flail about for the amusement of the internet. Do you know what? Oh no, I haven't. Oh no, that's not it. It's close though. That's close. I just don't understand what. Oh, I'm just being a bit of a dummy here. There's like too many lines that need to come in and out of this. Like if we can do that. How did you get the puzzle on the left? I mean, I got the puzzle on the left just by yeah, I mean, I got the puzzle on the left just by, well, I was fiddling around in here, and then I was like, oh, okay, right, what's the clue? What's the clue? And then I was looking around at these leaves, and then, yeah, so I can... I mean, the puzzle on the left is really straightforward, I found. But yeah, this one on the right is really causing me problems. Like, unless I'm missing something obvious, like the yellow and the blue actually don't count as different, or the yellow and the green actually don't count as different colours in this context, but they look like different colours to me. I don't know. I mean, if the yellow and the green don't count as different colours, then it would be straightforward. I think, right? Because you could just do something like this. No, not like that, but... Oh, right, yeah. No, I got the window. Well, this is why I'm trying to. I mean, this is why I'm trying to solve it with the color correction on. Yeah. I tell you what, though, you probably know this? Is there a colorblind friendly version of this game? Not colorblind myself, asking for a friend. Fair. This could cause problems, actually, doing it this way, because you're still going to need to come down here. You're still going to probably want something like this. You don't need to solve this area to finish the game. Oh, in that case, what the hell are we even doing here? Let's get out of here. Do you know what this puzzle is really doing my head in, actually, because like if we draw this as tight to the lines as we can, right? That separates black from the others, and that separates green from the others. Right, then red to separate to yellow can't be done anymore. So I think this one is a come back with a fresh pair of eyes later kind of thing. We only just reached this building. Have I tried cheating? No! So we only just reached this building, and there's a puzzle on the outside of the building that I kind of wanted to have a look at as well. It's this kind of thing that's going up here to this crate. But I've not seen this part of the island yet, so I want to try out some of these other paths too. Oh, hang on. Ah, no, I think I have been this way. This actually there's laser here. That's a laser box. Have I been to the top of the mountain? I have, yes. Yes, I have. I have. Oh, right. Oh, is this puzzle going to open that up? I have been to the top of the mountain, yeah. There's so I've done 4 lasers so far. And the top of the mountain, I believe, is where the end of the game is? Ish. I don't really want to go up the mountain again now, because I have been that way before. So let's go back down to the beach, because I want to go along this beach, because I've not been along here. There's also a path there which I've not been to. There's my boat. Paint is still on screen. Thank you very much. Oh, hang on. Right. This just loops us back round to here. I see. I see. Okay. Right. So that wasn't a hidden area only accessible by boat. We've not been over here before. Creepy. Uh-huh. Yeah. This is one of those, like, nothing is coincidence kind of games. It's like, yes, the way the clouds line up with the building indicates that there's a clue to the northwest. This guy looks like he's holding a tennis racket in his... Yeah, nothing in this game is by accident. Yeah, the thing is, though, a lot of it is kind of like, yeah, I see there's something here, but, like, I don't know what it means. Like, you know. Yes, I don't know. There's something different there. Oh no, hang on. I've gone the wrong way. Or the right way. Nah, doesn't look like there's much out here. Okay, I think we go back to the boat then. It would be kind of interesting to take the boat one harbour back and then one harbour back over, because there's something I want to try. It's going to sound real weird, but like I kind of wonder whether I can... Wait, I didn't... What am I doing? Let's go one back, because it's going to be a little bit strange, but like I'm kind of wondering whether you can use this in real life, because there's clearly a puzzle here, you know. Now I have a feeling the boat's going to have to be going back the opposite direction, so let's kind of go quick first of all. Okay, slow down, slow boat. Like, yeah, do you see that sparkle effect? That doesn't usually happen. That's what we call good old-fashioned immersion. How am I going to get that round the corner, though? Like, if this all lines up... I have a feeling this will all work, right? Okay. Right, so I think this has to be going the other way. That's interesting, because, you know, there is another puzzle which is just like this. Okay, right, let's go... Let's go this way, and then we're gonna... I think we have to go and then come back. I can turn around in the water? Oh, right. Oh, can I just... Oh, there we go. Thank you. Okay, go on. Give me a bit more speed. Yeah, like, I can imagine that that's the sort of thing that, yeah, wouldn't get past playtesting. Like, I imagine it's the sort of thing that wasn't the case originally, and then they, in playtesting, probably went, do you know what, that's actually a stupid idea. It's not obvious how you turn it around, though. Like, it would be handy if there was, like, another notch on the thing to, like, indicate you throwing it into reverse, and then the ship could turn round. So I think the ship just has to kind of drift along, and the stuff will line up. Maybe I want to be going a little bit faster than this. This is quite pedestrian. I don't know how complicated this is going to get, though. See you in an hour when it's done. Yeah, you're probably right. Let's notch it up one more notch. There we go. Oh no, wait, hang on. Am I going to be... My neck is stuck looking up now, isn't it? How can I pan my neck down whilst it's going? Ah, okay. It's gonna do me a thing. Alright. Wait, I'm gonna need to avoid them rocks. Okay, then this is gonna line up. Go! Yeah, there we go. Round here. Right, I gotta get back to the model village after this. It's like, this is the game changer. The puzzles are not just the puzzles. I'm glad we notched the boat up to 2. This would have been, like, way slow. Is this, like, in the theme of the game, supposed to be representing your character sort of becoming conscious to the fact that, I don't know... Ooh. Alright. Yeah, this is where it all gets a bit Talos principally. All a little bit, yeah, none of this is actually real kind of deal. I was expecting it would open up the laser right next to that shipping container. I wasn't expecting it to go and fire a particle effect over in this direction. Alright, what are we looking for? It was here somewhere. What are we looking for? Aha, here we go. Yeah, these things haven't lit up before. Oh. Well, that's a picture of the puzzle I just drew, right? 1 down, 1 million to go. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I saw something similar in the model village. So let's go find that quick. Hang on, wait a minute. It's not genuinely 8 AM, it's 9 AM. My computer might be potato enough that it doesn't even know that it's daylight savings. Open the load game. Oh, sure. I guess that's this one. 211 plus 1. I don't really know what the plus 1 means. I guess the plus 1 is that thing. Wait, we were going to Model Village. That's over here. Yeah, 211. I'm happy with that. Like, I think my favourite one so far has been the castle. Hang on, can I get down here? I cannot get down here. The lack of a jump button in this game, I do find a touch ridiculously infuriating, actually. It's over in the church. There's a thing I saw in the church, and I thought it was a hint. But I guess it's not a hint, it's literally just a thing you're supposed to draw on. And you know what? When I was looking at this on stream, and I was going, this is a thing! I bet the guy on the stream was like, why don't you click on the thing? But there we go. It really is a thing. I thought it was a hint for this puzzle in here, which I haven't solved yet, and I went through all this rigmarole of being like, but it can't be a clue for that puzzle because it has a different number of squares on it. Aha, there we go. Another little obelisk. Now I'm assuming... Oh no, this has got different symbols on it. That's very interesting. Okay. Which means if they've got different symbols on it, and each symbol corresponds to a real-world puzzle, that probably... Oh, wait, hang on. This wasn't a hole before. Or was it? It might have been a hole before. I don't think I came over and looked at it, in honesty. Okay. Right, okay. Everything's a puzzle. Everything's a puzzle. Is that a puzzle? It's kind of a puzzle. It's kind of a puzzle with these things. Now I need to click on everything. Everything in the world. I'm not entirely sure even where I would be trying to get to with this puzzle. Where's the end? It's like, good. I got onto here. Yeah. The windmill's kind of more interesting from the back anyway, I think. I also have a feeling that this obelisk stuff is almost certainly like late game, post game kind of content. Because we've got stuff at the back here. And I noticed previously that these have a different number of things available on them. But it can't involve too much, because you can't walk whilst you're puzzle solving. So it can't involve going too much back and forth on thing. Now I'm really just tempted to be clicking on everything. This is probably a natural reaction, I would imagine. The paranoia is real. Oh, the paranoia was already in full swing anyway. So, yeah, we don't have to worry about that. I assume the end point is at the end of one of the other windmill blades. This is what I'm going to go ahead and assume. Because, like, I'm assuming, like, that might be the rounded end point. I don't know. In which case, I think I was already on that blade. If you get close enough, you can see the rounded end points easier. Oh, right. Oh, it is there. Oh, yes, I see it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that is a bit on the subtle side, isn't it? There we go. Okay. Now. Right, okay, so that was an interesting diversion. The obelisks are cool and all. But I feel like that shouldn't be where I'm spending my energy at this stage of the game, because I think I want to concentrate on lasers. So let's head back to the beach. I think I want to go back to probably Treehouse Suns, I suppose. I think if there are a couple more lasers, I think it's going to be like Treehouse Suns, and it's going to be turbines to finish off. But the turbines require, to finish off the turbines, requires you to use some Treehouse Suns anyway. Yeah, I wasn't expecting particle effects, certainly not, because like everything, whilst everything in this game is like incredibly whimsical and strange, where am I? I think I'm here, aren't I? Whilst everything in this game is very whimsical and strange, wait. Let me click on the thing! Ugh. Never mind, I'll come back to it later. Yeah, so basically every pipe is a... Oh, okay, I see. It's going to go round the pier like that, and there's the end. Lol. Turbines, they're like the three... Yeah, they kind of look like this. They're the ones that allow you to ignore one square. Caltrops, okay. I think they look like those the windmills, the ones that kind of make electricity from wind power. There. I can see caltrops, certainly, for sure. Let's full steam ahead here. Well, what can I say? I do like to be difficult. I also have to think about wrapping up in about 15-20 minutes as well. Short stream today because I'm due to go and deliver a birthday cake to my mother. It was her birthday, yeah, about a week ago now. And, you know, lockdown being what it is, having birthdays kind of sucks right now. Better late than never. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of one of those things, you know, with lockdown and restrictions and such like. Yeah, but from Monday in the UK, we can do outdoor meetups again. So, like, barbecues and things is fine. So, yeah, fingers crossed that all kind of goes smoothly and whatever. Oh, hang on. Slow down. What is this? I'm going to click on you. Nah, okay. I got my eye on you, boy. Anyway. I guess it's kind of one of those, when you work out that you can click on random bits of the environment and they all have puzzles in them, it's kind of like, welcome to the real game. Congratulations, you've realised that the game you have been playing up to this point is just the beginning. So this is where I got up to with these ones. Like, so I'm kind of thinking the rule is that it's 2 suns per territory. So they're a little bit like the black and white squares. And then I got really stuck on this one and said I would come back to it on another day. So let's come back to it and see where we are. See if we can see a solution to it this time. So the obvious solutions are going to be to do something like this, something like that, but then you are going to need to separate these off. So a more interesting solution might be to do something like this, but then you're not going to be able to separate those. Doing something like this is interesting. Because it will enable you to do something like that. Wah, 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 there we go. This is the power of coming back to the problem later. Happy days. Okay, more stuff. So we've got a puzzle this way, we've got a treehouse this way. Okay, now we've got combinations, different colours and things. Yeah, so what I was saying before, whereas this game is clearly really big on whimsy, until the obelisks, none of the environments particularly scream, "This isn't reality," until you start hitting up particle effects. That's interesting. Right, so the different colours, you do not have to separate different colours. It's just that you need to have 2 per thing. 2 per thing, 2 per thing. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Yeah, okay, right, so around the outside does not count. In that case, it needs to be something like this. 2 per thing. There we go. Rocketing through these. Something like these. No. Ah, well there we go. You can only rattle through so many at a time, and then you gotta you stop just being able to see the answer, right? It feels like that's a reasonable start, though. 2 per territory. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just go around the outside. No, it doesn't work. Oh, I'll just go around this way. Oh, no, it doesn't work either. Nice. Interesting. I'll try the obvious one. No. The rule is still in effect. Something like that. Man, it's so satisfying when you can get the answers. Nah, something like this. Wait, no, hang on. Seems likely, but now you can't separate these guys. So you need... What's happened to my music? Oh no, it's still there. It's just a real quiet track. So unless you're coming in both here and here, you probably need that one. And as this is... So, as this is the start, you only get one path out of this node. And unless you come in here and here, that one path is going to have to be this one. So it feels like that's sensible. Oh, I shouldn't draw that in red, because I reserve red for ones which are definite lines. So it feels like that one should be sensible, but then how are you separating those, as we've seen? Okay. Now, you could come out this way. You are going to price yourself into having to do this one, but you could wrap around like that. But then you're not going to be able to separate those. Better might be to wrap around like that. But then you're not going to be able to separate these. Whoops. Ugh. Redo. That's an interesting one. Definitely. Like, so it's either got to go through separate there or separate there. Like, it really feels like you want to be able to do it like that, but that's just not going to work. Actually, unless you do something like... No. What am I doing? What are you doing? Something like that? But then you're blocking your exit. And you still need to get these guys. At least I got some good logic going on. Hey, you know, at least I got something going on for me, right? There we go. That's the one. Okie dokie. Next. There we go. Yay! We did it, team! Alright, cool. Okay. We could do this, probably. It's gonna be something like... interesting. Interesting. So, because of the orientation of these, right, these can't rotate, so it has to be here and here. Okay, straightforward enough. But then, how do you draw a line around there such that that and that end up in the same territory as each other? That's weird. And these Tetris blocks can't move, right? Because, like, you can't shift it that way without that not being in there anymore. You can't shift this one this way without that not being in there anymore. Oh, wait. Oh, you could make that the 3 and that the 2. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Lol. Oh dear. I tell you what, this the guy that did this game, I always want to say Lucas Pope, but it's not Lucas Pope. He's the one that did Obra Dinn. I can't remember the guy who did this game. He's a smart guy though. I tell you what though, like when you get to these late game areas and you get to these puzzles where it's sort of like, oh yeah, you know, oh, you think you can do the game, can you? Oh right, well how about here's this puzzle which you can do. And the creators, Jonathan Blow, that's him, yeah. And the creators really get to flex their creative muscles at you, and you're like, damn, yeah, I mean, like, basically, you were going easy on me up until this point. I understand now, I understand. We're going to want something like this, except we want to come at it from the other direction, I think. So, how do we come at that from another direction? Yes, we want to come from totally the other way. So this way, like that. Okay, so this one can rotate, which is handy. Tell you what, this area is not messing around, is it? This must be... Well, I mean, you have to unlock the boat to get to this area, so it kind of makes sense that this is like a late game area, I suppose. I suppose this is more like a mid game area. If the obelisks are the late game, I suppose this is more like mid game. Okay. These puzzles are interesting, what though? Like I think Tetris blocks are probably the puzzles that sort of speak to me the most out of this game. So that's got to be like that, except we're going to combine it with this that can rotate. So we are going to want to have it moved probably such that so we need to move it in such a way that these end up in the same territory as each other. Yeah, I think my least favourite one, like turbines, the basic turbines I got through fine, but like the advanced turbine puzzles I find really difficult, because the way I think about these puzzles involves sort of mapping out the moves that have to be made first and working backwards then. But with turbines or caltrops, there basically aren't any moves that have to be made, because you can ignore one rule once, which is kind of slightly mad, and I don't really know. I've not really figured out, aside from you look at the puzzle and you see a solution eventually, I've not really found like a logical way to deal with those puzzles yet. So I've stayed away from any advanced puzzles that involve turbines so far, but I don't know. Okay, so these guys need to be in the same territory as each other, and this guy can't rotate, so we are going to be drawing a line across the whole thing. So that makes me feel like we want to draw something like that so that they end up in the same shape, but obviously that's not then in there. But we don't have to draw the outside edge, right? So we could draw this guy, and all we're having to actually draw... Oh, no, because that's then outside the shape. So that doesn't actually work anyway. So... Now, I mean, I'm just assuming that these shapes are going to swap around, because there are very few Tetris puzzles that actually involve shapes in the orientation in which they start, because that's kind of the obvious solution. So in a way, the obvious solution becomes, no, the 4 block goes here, and the L piece does something like that. I mean, obviously that doesn't work because they're not in the same territory. But also for something like that, you are limiting it slightly. Like you could draw it like that instead, but still these are going to be in the wrong territory to each other. Do you know what though? I think I have it, because if you have the 4 block here and you do the L block like that, they stay inside the shape to each other. So I think you're going to want to draw something like up and down and round and round. There we go. Wow. Okay. Not seen Mr. Spaceship before. So that's a 4x3 shape. Interesting. I think we could work out a needed orientation on that pretty easily. Let's have a look. So he's a 4x3 shape, which means if you did something like that, yeah, spaceship time. Yeah, actually, do you know what? Literally doing it like that solves, right? It gets everyone into the same thing. You can't then get out there, which would have been the natural place to want to try and get out. But you could draw up here. Yeah, that works, right? You join up here, you don't do that bit, and then you exit. That's alright. Cool. We're at 8:30 there. No, we're at 9:30 there, because my computer is potato and doesn't realise that the clocks have changed. I think I'm going to have to wrap up there, you know, because 9:30, I've got to get ready. We got to leave in about half an hour. So, yeah, I'm going to have to call time there, guys. Sorry, short stream for Sunday morning. I am streaming this game every Sunday at about this time, and you know what? Because I love streaming it live so much, I'm not playing it in the middle in between weeks. So you know, because I wanna just like have that full unspoiled experience, and I'm really enjoying it. It's such a good game. Obviously, it's a huge risk playing a puzzle game on stream, because it's like how do you keep people entertained whilst you're literally just faffing about not solving puzzles? But I'm really enjoying this game, you know. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm glad that some of you guys came down to watch me. Cool. Well, have a great Sunday, Tremoir, and yeah, well, maybe I'll see you again next week. All right. Like to watch the struggle. Good. It's good for the soul. It's good for the soul. And a new follower. There we go. There's my custom animation. I haven't worked out how to make the background transparent on it yet, but, you know, let's call it a work in progress. Okay, cool. Have a great week, and maybe I'll see you next Sunday. Chat soon. Cheerio.